Jordan? All right. Why are you guys looking back here? I need to take attendance, and then I'm gonna come up there. You can just face the front, guys. I'm taking attendance, okay? So Caden is here. What are we talking about?
No talking, guys.
So Caden, Amari's not here today. One of my favorite girls. Yes, Cassius. Can you what? Yeah. Cassius, Nova, Corjay, Robin is not here. Avery. Where's Avery? Oh yeah, you Avery. Princess. I need some more coffee. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my waiting room experience. I am Kimberly and today is September 11, 2025, and I want to talk about a scripture that that has been dear to my heart in my waiting room experience. I am in a season of waiting for the fulfillment of a marriage promise, of a love promise, a marriage promise. And Jeremiah 29:11 is the scripture that I wanted to talk about briefly and quickly. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to give you a hope in the future, plans to prosper you. But let me say it right. Let me get it. Okay. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. Okay. This verse, God gave me this verse on my my journey, my love journey. And this verse is significant to me because it's promising that God has plans, that He has plans for me, first of all. Plans, meaning that He has a will for me. I'm going to drink my coffee while I'm doing this, while I'm discussing this, because I'm on my lunch break. And my lunch break is it's over so quickly, so I don't have time to waste. But God has plans. And if He has plans for me, that means His plans are His will for me. So, and that means He has His will, in His will for me. It's to prosper me. It's to not harm me. It's to give me hope in the future. So the things that I'm hoping for are in His will. And I also feel led to say that His plans, if you are spending time with God, His plans are also your plans. The plans that you have inside of your heart, after, I'm going to specify that, after being with God, intentionally spending time with God every day, seeking first His kingdom, His righteousness, abiding in Him, which means praying, spending quiet time in Him, listening to His voice, spending time in the Word. Everything that is the plan of God is in His will. It's in His Word. So once you do that, those plans that you have, and you will see a lot of things that before you spent time with God, they will either intensify after spending time with God or either fall off after spending time with God. So those things are the things that are more intensified, that you feel more profound or more, you gravitate to more, you want more after spending time with Him. Those are the things that He put inside of your heart. Those are the things that He has promised that He's going to prosper. Those are things that he wants you to have hope in. Those are the things that will be a part of your future. So in my situation with love and marriage, I want to have a, we can't just, like, sometimes you can skip steps, it depends on your partner. You might not be able to skip steps. You might have to go from a relationship to, like, this is be honest, this is be realistic. Most people who are married, they form a relationship, they fall in love, they build on their relationship, they go into engagement, and then they go into marriage. So, so that is my experience. I've had that experience before. Unfortunately, it wasn't successful. And I had that experience before without God in it, okay? Let me just say it like that. Without the process of, spending time with the Creator, with my Creator and my Father, and knowing what He wanted for my life. But now that I have done that, that is the desire that's in my heart. That's a very, very profound, and even more profound over time. And that is this scripture. I stand on this scripture because I even pray for God to, I even pray for God to establish His plans in my life. I pray that He establishes His plans for my life. I pray that He puts me into the plans that He has for me. I pray that the plans that He has for me, prosper, that He prospers me. I also pray that He connects me with the people that I'm supposed to do these plans with, which is my spouse. So I ask God, I use this verse as well for confirmation. Is this person a part of the plan that you have for my life? And if so, then I need to know that. I need to see that. I need to feel that. And so, yeah, this verse has been very, very profound for me. It also, I also go back to it because sometimes I forget that He got, when you're waiting is sometimes can be so dry, so isolating, so it puts you into like a weary spirit. Like, trust and believe. Waiting is not fun, okay? Waiting on God to fulfill something that He told you that He was going to do for you, it's not fun, because you go day to day encouraging yourself. You encourage yourself in the Lord, and you go every day hoping that this is the day that the promise is going to come to pass. And when it's not the day that the promise comes, when you find out it's not the day that the promise is going to come to pass, it's not the day that you're even going to see a little bit of the promise come to pass, you become discouraged. Well, I become discouraged, and then I start questioning. I start second guessing, I start doubting, and it puts me in a bad spirit because that is not of God. You're supposed to keep the faith. So it's a struggle. Waiting is a struggle. Waiting and aging is a bigger struggle. Just imagine being older, and you're not old, but you're older, and you feel like, your most youthful years are already passed and gone, and you spent them with somebody that didn't even appreciate you in your youth. It's discouraging. It's very discouraging. And you're like, what do I have to offer? Really? You got something to offer, trust and believe, but you just thinking that you're not really, gonna have children. I'm not having children at 50. And, what we both already have children, to be honest. More than likely anybody that I date in this age, that's closer to my age, we already have children. We both already have children. That's not our purpose. But we're going to have a purpose. Trust and believe. I already know we do have a purpose. Which is why the waiting is so long, and which is why it's so much, warfare behind it, because of the purpose that is going to serve. It's going to just like hit so many nails with one stone. It's going to hit the nails for people who doubt it. It's going to hit the nails for people, who just waiting to see it crumble and fall and you fail. And it's going to hit the nails for people to see that it can happen, and how great it can be. It's going to hit the nails of the people, of our children. They get to see a real, a good covenant relationship. So it's going to hit a lot of nails. It's going to like change my last name, because I did not change my last name with my first marriage. And it's just going to do a lot of things, okay? So it's going to hit a lot of nails. It's also going to improve our finances, because now we're going to have a double income. 2 is better than 1. It's going to be remarkable. And so that is what, that's what keeps me. I trust and believe it's going to happen. I just don't know when it's going to happen. And then, back to this verse, Jeremiah 29:11. I stand on that verse because I just continually come back when I get defeated, discouraged, like I was yesterday. It takes a strong person, and it takes a person that has God inside of them to bring themselves up encourage themselves from a dark place, okay? When the 3D world, what you see don't look nothing like what God told you he's going to give you, and what you're praying and asking for. It don't look nothing like that. But all it takes is a snap of God's hand for it to happen and come to pass. But anyway, I have to come back to this verse to remember, God, you said you have plans for me. And they're not just little wimpy plans. You said you have plans to prosper me. You said you have plans to not harm me. So if I'm feeling harmed or hurt or something, that's not his plan. And only his plan can stand. You told me you have plans to give me hope in the future. If I don't see a hope in the future in something, then it's not of him. It's not him. And if it is of you, God, I need to see the hope in the future in it. Those are the points that I stand on when I declare, when I speak about this verse, when I pray over this verse, when I bring this verse back up to God. He liked for us to bring his word back to him. And his word, when he speaks words to you, that's when you know that's the confirmation that what he said, that whatever you're praying for and you're asking for, if he gave you a verse to support it, that means that is from him. That is something he's trying to give you. He's confirming it. Yeah, this is from me. Here's something to stand on. Here's something to, because my word cannot return void. So this is a verse for you to fight for this promise with, because the enemy is going to come against you. You need to, because I'm not about to give it to you today, but I'm going to give it to you later. And here's a verse. Here's something to stand on. So when he gives you that, that's your confirmation that he is working in that area, that he does plan on giving you whatever it is you're asking for, and that you're going to see it through, but you need to stand on his word. You need to trust him. And that's what I come to with that. And guys, with that being said, that is the end of this session of my waiting room experience. So I started this, I don't know, it's been a long time, like maybe a month ago or 2 months ago, but I started this, it was in the summer. And I started to give verses that God has been giving me. in my journey, on my love journey, and on my waiting room season, while I'm waiting for him to fulfill the promise for me to have my kingdom mate. And so he gave me these verses, and I was supposed to bring one every day to you guys. However, it's going to be sporadic. And this is number 4. This is the verse that he gave me, and this is number 4. And I'm going to be back with another verse, and it's called the waiting room, my waiting room experience. And it's scriptures that the Lord personally gave me for me to stand on in this season. And I pray that it helps you. You can take these verses and you can speak to God about those verses and see what he is saying to you in whatever season you're in, whatever experience you're in. And I wish you all the best. I pray that God answers your prayers. I pray that God sees you. Elroy is the God that sees us. And I pray that he sees you and that he hears you and that he answers you and shows you that he sees you, hears you, and answers you. And with that being said, guys, have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day. And I'll talk to you guys another time. Be blessed.